Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this 2017 Toyota Sienna Limited Premium. Premium means it's got the DVD, the navigation, Blu-ray player. This is the top of the line. It cost brand new, when it was new, about $50,000 plus tax. Not cheap. This wasn't the value menu motor minivan. And there's a couple important things to point out. I'm going to explain about the van. This has the state-of-the-art, Toyota's newest, most powerful and fuel-efficient V6 engine. There's no timing belt to change, and it's got dual fuel injection. It's got both direct fuel injection and port fuel injection, and it's got variable valve timing. It gives it like 290 horsepower, something like that. I'll put a little picture in the notes here, but it's got all this horsepower and it's very sedate. If you drive it like just cruising around nice and gentle, it doesn't drive like a crazy car until you put your foot in it. Then this thing takes off like a rocket ship, like if it was it thinks it's a Camaro when you put the foot in it. But it goes real fast if you want to. If the volcano's going off behind you, you can hit the gas and take off. This is the premium version. So this one has the high intensity LED headlights. It's got the eyebrows. The 2015 and newer have these little eyebrow lights. 2017 was a slight change. Fog lights. And right here, this little bump on the bumper, that's your parking sonar sensor. I'm going to talk about that in the video a little bit later and show some pictures. But the parking sensor, when you get close to an object, like you back up near a plant or a building, as an object gets close, or a person or something, it goes beep, 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 beep. It has a little display on the dash to show if it's your left front, right front. They all sound different. Every little sensor has its own little unique noise if you get too close to something, so you don't scratch up your pretty bumpers. Now this one has the Blizzard Pearl paint, the really nice pearl white paint job. It's got power folding signal mirrors. We're going to go inside in a minute. Got a little switch so you can power fold the mirrors. And it's got programmable button 1 and 2, his or hers, his and his, hers and hers. Programmable memory settings. So when you hit the button 1 or the button 2, the mirror and the seats automatically adjust for driver 1 and driver 2. Super convenient, and only the limiteds get memory settings. The XLEs and the LEs, none of them have it. It's a really nice feature. All the tires are really nice on this van, and the rims look really good on this one too. It's kind of hard to find vans with nice rims. These are the really nice thick tires. All 4 tires are really thick tread. The rim condition, and like I said, we'll go in a minute, but we're showing the condition. I don't really see any scratches on this rim. Left front. Let's look at the left rear. Left rear, there's a couple small marks on it, but it's very minimal. Good tire tread. Rims look pretty good. The paint, I don't really see any dents or dings to point out on the paint. We didn't even touch it up. It looks really clean. You got more parking sonar sensors on the back. Talk about the backup camera. You have a backup camera right here. It's a double view backup camera, and I'll go inside and I'll show you that in a minute. Has 2 different views: normal backup camera view or super wide backup camera view. Right rear tire, rim is in really good condition. Tire tread looks good. All the body lines are really clean. I see these vans all the time in New York There's lots and lots of Siennas in New York. This is not from New York. This is from California. For some reason, maybe because of the snow and ice, the ones in New York, they get all scratched up. Nice and thick tire tread. Even got the factory writing on the tire tread. The right front rim is also really good condition. A lot of owners scratch up the rims on their vehicles. Not this one. This one does have 80,000 miles on it. Looks like they were cruising around. Maybe it belonged to a doctor or a lawyer. I don't know. Probably a doctor or someone. Who knows? But really clean vehicle. Power windows. Power doors. That's a nice thing about these newer minivans. They got power doors and there's buttons everywhere. There's buttons so the kids can push the little button, close the door. You can do it with the door handle. And they got these strips in case a little arms are in the way. If this little strips detect that something's in the way, they'll reverse direction so you don't pinch little arms. They have it on the rear here as well. The rear lift gate. You got a button to power open or close it. And you got the safety strips on the lift gate too, in case you pinch a little arm or leg, just keeps it from happening or reduces the chances. Hey, while we're back here, I need to show you this one. Only the limiteds and only the two-wheel drives get this. Power folding third row seat. So you hit the button and the seat folds flat. One seat might be in the way. It just cleared. The seats slide forward. It's got the lounge recliners. We'll show you that in a second. You can fold them all the way to the flat to the floor, but I have stuff in there, so I'm not going to do that right now. Fold flat seats in the rear. 60/40, so you could have 7, 6, or 5 seats. Lounge recliner here. Look, you got the leg rest that pops out. Reclining rear seat, perforated leather, super comfy seats. And then when you release it, they slide forward so it's easy to get in the back. Now check out the back seats. I just showed you their power folding third row seat, but it's also power recline. So when you're sitting back here, if you're an adult, you can recline it or put it more straight. Anti-whiplash head rests everywhere. There's 14 drink holders. See, there's 2. There's 4 on the back. So we're gonna hop in the back. I want to show you the back really quick. I put this up, climb into the back, sit in the back seat real quick. Side window shades so the little kids keep the sun out of their eyes. When you're bringing a little babies home from the hospital, they don't know not to look into the sun. We have some video playing the previews right now. This is a super wide view camera. I'm trying to keep the video short, but you can see full screen, a split screen. I'll throw a picture up here. You can play, one person can play video games while the other one watches a movie. .5 home theater surround sound. These side window shades, they go up. When you have little kids sitting in car seats, now there's 2 latch car seat points in the back row and 2 in the center row for your little car seats. When you got little baby bringing them home from the hospital or really young kids, they don't know to not look at the sun. So you can put these little window shades up, protect their little eyes. Power windows. JBL premium sound, power passenger seat, power driver seat. I already showed you the programmable memory settings. Dual glove boxes. Owner's manuals are present. I do have the owner's manuals. I can provide 2 keys with these, and these keys will control the power doors, power windows. Pretty cool. Power hatch, lock, unlock, and these are smart keys. So you don't even have to have the key in your hand. When you walk up to the car in the parking lot, you just reach for the door handle and the car senses your key and automatically unlocks for you. When you put it away and you're walking away, you just touch right here to lock the door. You can also pull this handle and it'll unlock all the doors for you. I already showed you it's super nice. Right now the odometer right there is reading 80,674 miles. But you're not gonna pay $50,000 for it. You get a much better deal. These limiteds are really rare. They're kind of like unicorns. They exist, but try and find one. They're not that easy to find because they're expensive, and not everybody can go down and pop down $50,000 for a brand new minivan. But buying a used one in good shape like this one without cosmetic imperfections is a pretty good move. So I'm going to demonstrate some features real quick. First of all, it has navigation. It's a touchscreen, and the navigation supports live traffic. So if you zoom out, right now there's little green stripes next to the freeway and other roads. So it receives live traffic information, and with that enabled, you can check which way you want to go before you leave home. Avoid traffic jams. You're driving down and crash happens in front of you, you can get notification and get off and go around it, so you don't spend an afternoon in a traffic jam or a morning, be late for work and go the other way. So live traffic, navigation, and it has a backup camera. Now that's on super wide view, and that's normal view. Again, super wide view. Now when I turn the steering wheel, the guidelines move to show you where the car is going to go. It has that feature. It also has blind spot radar right here, BSM, heated steering wheel, aim for your headlights, higher or lower. Because it's got these super bright headlights, I don't think you can see it, but the lights are pointing against the building. This little wheel here, if you throw in 7 passengers and a bunch of bags headed for the airport, if there's a little bit of weight in the back and the headlights are pointed too high, you can aim them down a little bit. Or let's say you're out for Halloween for trick-or-treating and there's thousands of kids around and you don't like the bright lights shining in their eyes, you can aim them down closer to the ground. You can adjust the aim height of the headlights from the driver's seat. Only the really nice family vehicles have that, and this one does. You've got a change holder here, so if you have toll roads around, sorry about that, but you can bring your change with you sometimes when you're traveling. 14 cup holders. There's 2 right here in the center. While we're talking about cup holders and power doors and everything, there's buttons right here opening up all my doors from the driver's seat, and I can close them too from here. So in the center console here, you have a sliding cup holder. So you can put it forward or you can put it back. Because these seats slide back, you can slide the cup holder back so the kids or whoever's sitting in the middle row can still reach the cup holders. 3-zone automatic climate control, which you can sync or you can unsync. So sometimes you're driving and the sun is shining in on one side and it's cold on the other. You can adjust the temperature differential so that the front 2 passengers have their own temperature setting, and the rear, if you don't want the people in the back too hot or too cold, you can adjust it for them as well. Adjust it to 3 separate temperature zones. Up on the overhead console, we have power sunroofs, front and rear. We have a conversation mirror, so you can keep your eye on who's in the back without having to turn your head. Plus you have the electrochromic auto dimming rear view mirror. And because this is the Sienna Limited Premium, it's got this extra sensor right here on the windshield. That's your rain sensing windshield wiper. And over here you've got a front camera looking forward. Now that front camera works with your auto dimming high beam, so you can leave the headlights on high beam all the time, and they'll automatically dim if there's other vehicles around. A lot of the new cars are including that feature into their smart safety systems. Now while we're looking here, we've got heated seats, which you can turn warmer or cooler. You've got a Blu-ray disc player right in the center console, and that supplies video to the rear entertainment system. So Sienna has a double wide rear seat entertainment system. You can put that away or you can whip it out, and you see there's no disc in there, but the screen is on. I'll show a quick picture of this. You can watch a movie on one side and a video game on the other, because you can plug into the game port and plug in a video game to it. Or you can watch two movies if you plug a separate video player, or one movie in the widescreen view, which is kind of nice. These little hooks, if you wonder what these are, those are for grocery bags. Here in California now they charge you like 10 cents or $10 or something like that for grocery bags if you want them, but that's what those hooks are for. You just run to the store, you can hook your grocery bag, it could be a trash can. So I want to talk about the BSM. I showed you the button a little bit ago. The blind spot monitor system with the rear cross traffic alert. So I'm going to put some pictures up here to give you a visualization. Imagine this van is parked with a monster truck on the left side and a monster truck on the right side, or a big semi, and you need to back up into a busy street and you can't see anything. There's actual radar units hidden under the bumper in these corners, looking to the left and looking to the right. These radar units send these beams out, and as pedestrians and vehicles approach, it'll beep at you if something's approaching the van in a parking lot or backing onto a busy street. It gives you an added margin of safety that you're not going to get in an accident when you're backing up. Really helps out with your visibility. That's in addition to the super wide view backup camera, which I showed earlier. But also when you're driving, imagine you're driving down the freeway and there's a vehicle over here in your blind spot, or there's a vehicle over here in your blind spot. Here's a diagram. That's the blind spot monitor system and rear cross traffic alert. So when you're sitting in the driver's seat, you can connect your smartphone to the stereo and it'll stream Bluetooth. So this awesome sound system, which has JBL 5.1 theater sound. So it sounds like a movie theater when you're watching a movie on the video player, unless you're watching on headsets, which you can do. Home theater sound system in here. So, or if you're just listening to your music, it sounds really awesome. This has got the good stereo in it. Now my wife had one almost exactly like this, and before that she had another one almost exactly like it. She had a 14, she had an 11, and then before that she had another one, an 06, which does all these features. So Toyota's been doing this for a while. They do a really good job. Based on the condition, the super nice condition of this van, it may last over 300,000 miles. So you can enjoy yourself and not have to worry about buying another car, and then enjoy all the best features. So go for it. Take a look at my website, see if this van is still available. If it's not, I always have vans. I may have something different. This one, usually I have my license plate frame on the back here. The website is mybestcar.com. And if you're going to buy the car, you pay your check to the order of a buyer's choice. If the vehicle is available, give me a call, 951-681-2101. Thank you for watching.